So this is programming for the first simulation. So I want to run this for the simulation 1. So our simulation file, right? We changed some two methods in the network class. So the routing table in constructor is like is this has a host and the destination through router B. So we can construct router A sending the packet. This is the routing table to host one through like router B. The router table initialize the routing table for router B. So this is sending this. So we create the link. Those are link host throw 0 and all that. And host starts, routing table starts, network starts, and then we send the routing table updates. So this is routing table A to host 1 through the link, and to routing table B from the like with the link and the cast. There's the cast too from interface 1. So you will see this like link routing table A is 1, routing table B 0, direction is kind of like this. Routing table A to routing table B transmitted this information, and then this is when routing table A sending this right updates, it triggers routing table B react updating the information here with the host 2 and the different costs to routing table 1 to host 1 to so this is the response. So after the updates, this is our converged like a routing table. It's a little bit different. We printed the is a little bit different than what showed on Mac's assessment, but I think all the numbers are correct. So this is our simulation 1. I'm gonna pause here and do part 2, that we have to modify the forward packet method, that to not just only take like the default interface 1. In the end, we did we use the for loop to look up for the interface to forward to based on the forwarding table. And the second part, so I run this. Let's run this to show you that this one runs. So the first part is basically the same as the simulation 1 and this one. And so the second part of the simulation 2 is that you have to be able to send H1 host 1 sending the packet from host 1, right, to router A, and router A through 1 to router B 0. And then so here the let me check. Oh, so here it says the each host 2 receive the packets, and then host 2 can send package to this is a response packet, and triggers host 2 to send the like reverse the loop. So now you can see that here host 1 is received the this is a receive the packet, this is a response. So this is simulation part 2. Thanks. The simulation 3, we created a host 3 to help us navigate the network. So this is our routing table. All the costs creates routers and cost tables for reaching the neighbors, and we like said, we added router C and router D and actual hosts. So now let's see this in motion. Okay, it's a little bit slower, but you can see the converged routing table here already. So it's ends. So now from like host A to router A, or host 1 to router A to host 2, and our end is host 3. And then you can see each one has a cast routing table. If you read through this, right, each one is sending a packet, routing it, forwarding, and through routing C here, and we can see, so each time you run this, right, because I have run this, each time you run this, it will choose from pass from the host 1 to host to router A, or router A to router C, or sometimes it will route from the router A to router B, and to, in the end, our last destination, we call it host 3. That's just a helper variable for to build these networks. And that's all we have. Thanks for watching. But like I said, if you run this again, it will force the next work to go through the router B. Okay.